Today we'll talk about Star Fox the franchise and why we probably won't be seeing a new Star Fox game anytime soon. So the gap between a true Star Fox game was Assault and Zero, 11 years. Okay, and Assault was hated by the Star Fox fan base. The Star Fox fan base is pretty strange. They hate everything that isn't a carbon copy of Star Fox 64. They hated Star Fox Adventures because it was too much like Zelda. Duh. And hated Star Fox Assault because they were on-ground sections. And of course Star Fox Zero because that simply was a bad game. But Star Fox Zero was exactly what the Star Fox fanbase wanted. They wanted the game to be a carbon copy of Star Fox 64. It seems that the company known for innovation, Nintendo. No, and this was also developed by Platinum Games, who lost their reputation again. It's usually when a company makes a bad game that the reputation just goes down in the tank. Right? Platinum Games of Babylon Fall. Yeah, that game existed. But yep, this game released in 2016 for the Wii U. Of course, Nintendo's worst selling console of all time, besides the Virtual Boy, which we don't even count. So, the Virtual Boy, so it's Nintendo's worst selling console ever. But this game didn't really do too well even on the Wii U. It didn't even sell 1 million copies. But of course, Star Fox isn't one of Nintendo's bigger, it's one of Nintendo's smaller franchises. Well, Pikmin 3 still sold 1 million copies on the Wii U. Hyrule Warriors, as a spin-off of the Zelda franchise, still sold 1 million copies on the Wii U as well. And Splatoon sold really well on the Wii U. Star Fox could sell pretty well. Okay. The Star Fox game series sales, okay, typically it was around 2.99. Star Fox Frizzle 2.99 million. Star Fox 64 million. Star Fox Adventures 1.82 million. But then we have, I forgot the Command existed. But yeah, Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Command sold very similar amount of copies. Okay, they didn't really sell too well because people didn't really like those two games. And Star Fox Command was more similar, was a new and interesting and unique and different story, but people didn't really like the gameplay all too much. It was pretty repetitive. But despite this, it was very similar to Star Fox 64, which is considered by every Star Fox fanboy and fan person the greatest series of all time. The greatest in the series. And according to Z Hughes EX, Star Fox Zero is not profitable for Nintendo. So that means Nintendo does not see Star Fox as a profitable franchise. And again, someone said, you need to explain why Nintendo won't make it. Oh, we don't know why Nintendo's never going to make it. Nintendo's not going to make a new F-Zero game, okay? If it does, it'll be a surprise like Advance Wars is being brought back. Even then, that's a remake, not a new game. So, yeah, Star Fox, again, didn't really do too well. Star Fox Zero was a financial and commercial failure. And Nintendo's going to see the sales of the last two games, Star Fox Command and Star Fox Zeroes, as commercial failures. They're going to say, oh yeah, let's make another Star Fox game. A game based off of the last two games were commercial failures. And yeah, I think if they do make another Star Fox game, it will just be another remake of Star Fox 64. Which basically what Star Fox Zero basically was. Because that's all the Star Fox fanboy face seems to care about. And even then, when Nintendo seems to slightly change the Star Fox formula in some way, the Star Fox fanboys will bitch and moan how Assault's the worst game in the series and how Adventures is the worst game in the series because it isn't exactly like Star Fox 64. So yeah, this is exactly why Nintendo's not making a new Star Fox game. The fan base is basically just as bad as Sonic's fan base. They're extremely ungrateful whenever a new game comes out and criticizes every single little thing about the games and won't even give them a chance, which is why Star Fox Assault even sold 1 million copies. So that's basically about this video. Goodbye.